Hello everyone, my name is TS Page and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad God video. Today I am proud to announce the new one and only Oryx Sanctuary Discord. If you couldn't tell by the name of the Discord, this Discord is going to be focusing in Oryx 3 whenever it comes out. But that is not to take away from the extremely efficient realm clearing that we also have set up on this server. I will quickly go over the realm clearing section of this server, as it is the newest and most innovative way of doing realm clearing to date, before I go into a more in-depth analysis and future sight of what we have planned for Oryx 3. As most of you guys know, at the time of release, there's a free-to-play campaign going on, which is primarily focused on doing high-tier dungeons or clearing events and doing Oryx. As an added bonus to this event, the Keeper is also dropping these high-tier dungeons, but the Keeper, as most of you guys know, has a high chance of dropping event whites, as well as, doing realm clearing for event whites. With that said, we thought it would be best to figure out a way to do realm clearing as quickly and efficiently as possible. Ever since the 65-person dungeon cap remake, there's been a lot of talks about getting different types of AFK checks and different developers for bots and other AFK checks. With that said, we were lucky enough to run across this guy named Slay, who has developed an extremely awesome web app to use instead of a Discord AFK check. If you type lostalls.org into your browser of choice, you will then be met with this awesome website that you can see on screen right now. Once you see this screen, you can then click into any of the raids that are currently up. As of right now, usually there's only one realm clearing chat open, but this will change as Oryx 3 begins and we're doing both realm clearing and Oryx 3, or there may be multiple Oryx 3 raids going at once. In the Discord itself, there will also be a link to this website for every AFK check that goes up. That way you don't have to research this in your tab every time that you want to find it. You can simply just, hey, click that button, you'll get redirected to it, and it's simple as that. After this, then you want to quickly link your Discord to the web app, similar to how you would link your Steam to other trading sites or stuff like that for a Steam game. Just simply link your Discord, and this helps us track and prevent crashers and stuff like that. It essentially works as an extension of an in-Discord AFK check. You can either select the raid that you're going to go into by going to the home menu of this website, or by clicking on the link provided in the Discord AFK checks, either in raid status announcements or realm clearing announcements. Once you load in, you'll see on screen what the general outlook of this will look like. You can see once you load in that there will be a long list of usernames and whether or not they are in voice chat on the left hand side, and then instead of calling location in-game or through voice chat, we just have the location posted at the top of the AFK check to make it that much easier for you guys to access. On the right hand side of your screen, you can see the process that we actually go through for this realm clearing. This is why it is so much better than any other realm clearing currently available, and why we decided to use the web app. The web app allows us to do a lot more than you can do in just Discord. As you can see on the right hand side of your screen, we found a map by running along the beach, and then the raid leader has the ability to change said map through the web app. Once the map loads, you'll then see a bunch of red dots scattered throughout the realm, and you may be asking, what are all these red dots for? Well, these red dots all indicate where certain things like ant gods, cyclops gods, or other things required to close the realms may spawn. Unfortunately, these red dots also indicate coral snakes, parasites, as well as stuff like death mages, but that is not that big of a deal once you realize, hey, if you find one of them, just call it out in chat, we'll mark it green, and then boom, we're absolutely good to go. You don't even have to kill it. And next, that brings me to the process of marking stuff green. As you kill stuff or you find stuff that doesn't need to be killed, simply either call it out in chat and a raid leader will mark it off, or if you become trusted and you're a good rusher, we will then trust you with the ability to also mark stuff off on the map. This is a relatively non-exclusive Discord role, which can easily be obtained by doing some runs and being trustworthy. And as most of you guys know, the whole premise behind these efficient realm clearing is actually to not kill the events as they spawn, but rather get as many of these dots green before we start going from event to event. So I'll speed up the footage here a little bit to show you a little bit better indicator of this and how quickly we can actually clear through an entire realm. As you can see, the raiders are also calling out locations in the bottom left of my Flash Player client, and this helps me to quickly mark off spots that people have cleared out so we know approximately how many enemies and spots haven't been cleared yet. This realm took about 5 minutes until we were able to hop from event to event. Once again, I show this on screen as I switch the map and we get a fresh map. As you can see, slowly but surely the map starts to turn green. This is at 6 times speed and gives you a little bit of perspective on the entirety of how fast we're going. This was not even with a full realm clearing group, so we were simply marking off spots as they came up, and at 6 times speed, we're absolutely flying through this map. In this case, we did unfortunately find a Sphinx because there were a few crashers because this was the second or third run in a chain, which is why we sometimes have to switch locations. The location will never have to be called verbally, and this is really nice for switching locations, and all it requires from the raid leader is to simply type a new location in the chat once, and instead of having to answer every 10 seconds, hey, the location's here, hey, the location's here, hey, come here, here's the location. Simply log into the web app, get your spot, and you'll be able to see quite quickly and easily where the location is. And as you can see, once again, quite consistently, we were able to fill this map entirely green within 5 minutes. And to prove the true effectiveness of this strategy and our realm clearing, I show a clip here where I actually managed to get a conflict while doing these realm clearings, showing that it is a guaranteed way to get white bags faster than any other way before. So, as you can tell, by far the best realm clearing Discord there could ever be. So, hey, that's all I gotta say. Guaranteed conflicts, guaranteed white bags. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want those free event whites? And of course, me being me, I told them all to say hi to YouTube, and so they all said hi. Next up, I want to get into the Oryx 3 section of the server. This server is currently still in progress, as Oryx 3 itself is still in progress. Once Oryx 3 is released to the public though, we will be ready to raid on day 1. We already have AFK checks sorted out, as well as raid leaders trained and ready to go. I am more than prepared to raid lead Oryx 3, and if I have to wake up at 6 in the morning to do so, I will wake up at 6 in the morning to do so. You best believe I am going to be the first person in a raid to complete Oryx 3, and that is a promise, unless I decide to sleep in. Anyways, if I'm not the first person to raid lead Oryx Sanctuary, don't worry, I have worked with and trained other people in order to help prepare this server to be as successful as possible from the minute Oryx 3 is released. In the description below, if you are really interested in becoming an Oryx 3 raid leader or an Oryx 3 raider on the first few days, then go ahead and look in the description below. I've linked an unlisted video on my YouTube channel where I go into about an hour discussion about all 4 of the mini bosses and how to survive and prepare for Oryx 3. One last topic I'd like to touch on before I close off this video is that of max stats and run requirements. For realm clearing, there is no actual max stat requirement. You can just bring whatever character you'd like, but we ask you not to leech. When it comes to Oryx 3 though, the situation is a little bit different. As of right now, our run requirements will be 4-8 max dex, attack, defense, and speed. This is because certain phases from some of the mini-bosses require that you have max speed or at least a decent amount of speed. The reason we have max attack and dex as requirements is because DPS is extremely vital to the boss fight. I go into way more detail in the actual video that is linked below that I have referenced twice now, and there's also a big announcement post that I've also referenced that goes into way more detail as to why attack and dex is so important to the boss fight. And lastly, defense. Defense, in order to make it through this whole thing, defense is basically just necessary. You're gonna be taking shots. Defense helps. Thank you guys all so much for watching. It truly does mean a lot if you guys made it this far, and I really do hope you guys decide to join this server. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're here from either the Pub Halls Discord or from the Oryx Sanctuary Discord and you haven't subscribed already, it truly would mean a ton to have your guys' support. I'm going to be uploading a ton of Oryx 3 content, and if you're running Oryx 3 or Realm Clearing, there's a pretty solid chance you'll see yourself in a video in the near future. With that said, thank you all once again so much for watching. Have a great time, good luck out there, and peace.